you ever seen maybe a team this dynamic in special teams that, I mean, it seems like almost every game they have one of those 50, 60-yard breakaway plays?
They certainly have a lot of speed. They're very dangerous in the return game. Their kickoff returner, that number 6 kid, I mean, he can flat out fly. He's fast, so he's dangerous. He's got 3 touchdown returns on kickoff returns in his career. We certainly are well aware of what he's able to do. Their punt returner, he's extremely dynamic. The number 11, he's had a big return. So I mean, they're very dynamic and guys that we're aware of.
Is that more than just speed though? Do they do a lot of things well and with their blocking and stuff? Like, it's never usually just one guy, right?
Sure. Their kickoff returner, I mean, that position's usually a lot of speed and hitting the hole in the right spot. And we've obviously got to do a good job of wrapping him up and bringing him to the ground. The punt returner, he'll make you miss. I mean, he's got that ability to make you miss in a short area. So we got to do a great job. Same thing as far as wrapping up. We can't be missing tackles, and we got to do a great job with that.
Is this a week where you ask Pilardi to do a lot of directional kicking and trying just to keep it away from those guys, or do you just let them go at it?
Well, we always ask our guys to directional kick and directional punt, whether it be kickoff or whether it be punt. We're asking them to hit certain spots in the field. So when you have a very dynamic returner that you're going up against, obviously if you don't hit those spots and if you're off, it exposes you just a little bit more. So we've got to do a great job as far as the ball placement is concerned. We've got to do a great job as far as the wrapping up and tackling is concerned.
In Cincinnati, you guys beat some teams that maybe some people didn't expect you to. Do you have 1 or 2 memories of an upset you guys pulled off maybe there?
Yeah, I've had a couple that I've been excited about.
Any ones in particular?
I'm excited for the next one.
Just knowing y'all beat teams in the past, maybe you're underdogs for, does that give you guys confidence as a staff going forward?
I don't think that we ever go into a game looking at ourselves as an underdog. We're going into a game of what we need to do to win the ball game, where we can take advantage of some areas where they may be weak and what we need to do to execute.
Other than the block punt, how do you feel about the punt coverage and kickoff coverage so far?
Obviously, it's a hard thing to say. Besides the block punt, that can be the most detrimental play in special teams. So that's something that we've got to do a better job of. We've got to make sure that we're not allowing anything along those lines. Our coverage in the punt unit has been pretty good. We haven't had any major issues as far as that's concerned. Kickoff, we're not tackling like we need to. We need to be better tacklers. We've had, whenever they've gotten the ball past that 25-yard line, we've had guys there that have missed tackles. We've had them in our arms. We just need to do a better job of tackling them. And with an extremely dynamic returner at both positions, both punt returner and kick returner, that they have, that's going to be huge. Missed tackles are going to be big plays.
What does Quinn come along? How close is he to getting in there playing?
He's taking steps forward.
Wrap it up, guys. Wrap it up.
What exactly happened on the block punt? On replay, it wasn't always clear. I mean, I guess the TV guys weren't even sure what happened there.
We didn't take the guy on thick enough. We need to do a better job of taking the guy on thick, not let people squeeze through cracks and so forth. It's an area I need to do a better job of coaching them. We need to execute it better. All those things need to improve. We can't allow that to happen every game.
Doing something on Brendan Down. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just the position, the tight end, H-back type deal. It seems like a really mentally, physically taxing deal. He's lining up in different spots. How has he handled it, and what do you ask out of the guy that's in there?
We ask a lot of our tight ends, no question about it, because we'll ask him to be flexed out like a wide receiver. I mean, you see him out there, 2-point stances. They've got to run just like the receivers and all those things that we ask them to do. They'll line up right next to the tackle. They're doing all the run blocking just like an offensive tackle, essentially. But then we also have them off the ball, moving around, coming back behind the line of scrimmage, doing a lot of those things. So we ask a lot of those guys. Brendan Downs is a smart football player. It's important to him. He studies. We make sure he knows his assignment. So he's done a nice job with those things, and I'm excited about him taking steps forward to be even a better player coming up.
Do you guys have a prototype that you look for in that position as far as athleticism? Or, I mean, we have someone big enough to block, but also speedy enough to run routes and stuff.
Sure, it takes a special guy, no question about it, because you have to have the physicality that you can match up and be able to base block a defensive end that's lined up right across from you. But at the same time, we're going to flex you out, and you need to be able to run a route where there might be a safety covering you man-to-man and be able to get open, or be athletic enough that you can block that guy in space.
All right, thanks. He's got to go. After two.